Hey everybody, it's Liz from VRto, and today is Sunday, May 11th, and I am going to do catch-up. I'm going to do May 8th, May 9th, May 10th, and if time permits, I will also do today. So, life is busy for me these days. And I am doing my pulls, but I'm having a hard time keeping up with making the videos. So I'm just going to do what I do. So anyway, May 8th was a beautiful, sunny, warm spring day here on Cape Cod. And I ended up going to Boston that evening or late afternoon. Because my daughter Naomi was having a record release listening event for her new album, Cycle and Change. So I went up to Boston. And so when I went to pull my card for May 8th, I asked the question, how can I best support Naomi? Because if you've been following along with my videos, you know that her dad passed away, and it's been very difficult for her. And in the midst of all this, she is releasing her record that she's been working on for 3.5 years. So like bad timing, but what are you going to do? Anyway, I asked, how can I best support Naomi? And I got this card. It's the Initiate of Fire. Let's see, oh, here's the book. So I wanted to just talk real quickly about the, I don't think they do call them court cards. There are 4 court cards for each suit, of course. They have the Seeker, which is the neophyte, the beginner, so like the page. And then with an increased understanding, one is then ready to express this gift when the, and then there's the Initiate, and then the Apprentice, and then the Elementor. So Seeker, Initiate, Apprentice, and Elementor. And I have a hard time keeping Seeker, Initiate, and Apprentice straight, because to me, Initiate, Seeker, and Apprentice sound really similar. And I just can't remember which is which. But anyway, so I have the Initiate of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands, I love this phoenix rising up out of the flames. And you know, I asked about Naomi and this creative endeavor, and I thought it was interesting that I got this Knight of Wands. And so I just wrote in my journal, up out of the flames soars the phoenix against a beautiful turquoise sky. So what I can do to help Naomi rise up, help her to keep her creative passion and joy alive, help her to find joy in her creation, Cycle and Change, which is the name of her album. And of course, it's so interesting that the whole record is about cycle and change. The premise behind it is there's 16 songs, 4 songs for each season, and it follows the wheel of the year, and it's called Cycle and Change. And we just keep saying that to each other as we go through this crisis that we're going through. Oh yeah, cycle and change. So that was my Thursday, May 8th for Naomi. And then for Friday, May 9th, I pulled later on in the day, and I didn't have a specific question. I just asked for guidance or daily card draw card of the day, and I got Initiate of Stones, so Knight of Pentacles. And at first I thought this was sort of, I mean, I was focusing on these, it just looked like a big mouse that was going to chew me up. And then I saw this little Zen meditator in the middle, and I realized, oh, these aren't teeth and things that are going to eat me. They're stalactites and stalagmites. So for this one, I'm going to just read, and I hope I can read my handwriting because you know how that goes. So, you are being called to be initiated into the inner world of peace, which I felt was reflective of the Six of Swords from several days ago. You are asked to enter within to remember the hidden wisdom you hold. From this place within, you will also find the deepest recesses of your heart and remember the essence of who you truly are. All this is essential at this time to move forward on your path. And I've been talking a little bit on the past cards about, I've been asking about how do I move forward on my path out of this crisis that I'm finding myself in. So return to the Earth Mother, and she will share her rich treasures with you. So Naomi, my daughter, was here today visiting, and we're talking about cleaning things out, and it's not just her dad Bob's stuff that we need to sort through, but you know, I haven't really done a good clean out of this house in years. And so we spent, I don't know, about 20 minutes today talking about how Memorial Day weekend, where we got a crew of people coming in to help us kind of sort things out and get rid of what we don't need anymore. So here's what the Initiate of Stones says. Life is simple when you choose it to be. You may need to simplify your life to find the peace you are seeking. Your physical environment is often a reflection of your inner landscape. Every step you take to simplify simplify makes you lighter and more free. So I thought, and then we see this little Zen meditator in the middle. So I thought that was really interesting, given what Naomi and I were talking about today, and how I have too much stuff. I know I do. I know I do. I know I do. So, and I'm seeking peace. And this is a reminder to me that more stuff, or let me put it the other way around, less stuff equals more simplicity equals peace. So I'm going to have to really remember this as I go through the next couple of weeks in preparation for releasing what no longer serves me, what I don't need anymore. So that was that. And then on May 10th, I pulled two cards that were not from the fifth tarot, the tarot that I'm working with on Card of the Day, May. My intention was to then later in the day pull from the fifth tarot. So I got these two decks in, I think the beginning of May. So I was, well, this might have been the end of April. So I was already into this Card of the Day, May. So I wasn't looking to pull from other decks. But one of the things that I find when I do these month-long commitments is I'm really great for the first week or so. And then all of a sudden I start missing some of my other decks. It's true. So anyway, I thought, well, I'm just going to pull, because I haven't pulled a card from this oracle. It's the Dreaming Waves Oracle. It's an ocean oracle. And then I got this Modern Witch Tarot, the German edition. I have the English edition, and I got it when it was first published. And it came out at a time when there weren't that many decks with normal looking people in them, or normal modern looking people in them. And I loved the deck so much, but I can't shuffle it. I mean, it's just horrible. So it's in my to-go pile, decks to rehome pile, even though I love, love, love that deck and the imagery in it. So I saw someone posted, I think on Instagram, that there's this German edition, and they put it side by side, the cards side by side, the German edition and the English speaking edition, and they're like half the thickness, the deck of the German one. And I thought, it's Rider-Waite-Smith based. I don't care what language it's in. It could have no titles on it, and I would know what the cards are. And I thought, I'm going to get it. So it just came. And I thought I'd like to draw a card from both of these decks. So I pulled from the Ocean, the Dreaming Waves Oracle first. And I got this card. The Manatee. Peace, gentleness, presence. I love manatees more than I can tell you. And then I pulled from the Modern Witch, and I got the Four of Swords. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And I pulled out this Pixie Pop Tarot guidebook to read about the Four of Swords. I don't need to read about the Four of Swords, Rider-Waite-Smith. I know what it is, but I just felt like reading. So it says keywords: stillness, relaxation, quiet introspection. The Four of Swords appears when deep rest is desperately needed. You have been through challenges and need time to recuperate. A knight in full armor is resting their hands in a meditative pose. This is from this one. And of course, in the Modern Witch, it's not a knight. He is prepared to continue his duties and aware of his commitments in the background. He also knows if he doesn't get downtime, he won't be able to focus on what is really important. Stress and constant tension are taking their toll. Solitude and meditation will remedy a cluttered mind and fatigued spirit. This stuff is all interweaving, isn't it? If you don't take time to recover after stressful times, you might lose the lessons. A purposeful withdrawal while evaluating what works and what doesn't will set you up for future success. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then I'm going to try to read Manatee. This guidebook has eeny, weeny, teeny font. Let's see if I can find you. The Manatee. Keywords: peace, gentleness, tranquility, kindness, emotional balance, mindfulness, compassion. Approach life with gentleness and patience. Peace often lies in the quiet moments. The manatee is a creature of pure gentleness, moving slowly and peacefully. Oh, where's my beautiful card? Moving slowly and, where am I? Lost my place. Oh, yes, slowly and peacefully through the flow of life. It is not always about force. Sometimes true power lies in kindness, patience, and a calm heart. Peace. You are being called to soften, to move with ease, and to embrace gentleness toward yourself as well as others. Unlike many creatures in the sea, the manatee has no natural predators. It moves through life with peace rather than fear. Release unnecessary stress and tension, knowing that you are safe, supported, and exactly where you need to be. So, I mean, when I first pulled this card, I was so happy because I love manatees. And then this card, I thought, ooh, they're so connected and interrelated. And then I started thinking about the initiate of stones, and all this had to say about inner peace and tranquility and releasing and all that. And I just thought, okay, there's a real pathway here, and there's a real theme. And so I decided that I wasn't going to pull from the fifth tarot the day that I pulled those cards, because they really spoke to me. And I thought, I don't think I need to muddy the waters with another card. And so, Kristen, forgive me, I broke the rule today. I think you'll be okay with it. So those two cards had big, big, big meaning and messages for me. And moving forward, as I pull cards, I'm going to be thinking about the initiate of stones and the Four of Swords and the manatee. So May 11th, I pulled the Seeker of Stones. And this is a Inuit, like Tower of Stones. They're holy and sacred. So this is way shower. Seeker of Stones is the way shower. Listen to my ancestors and learn from them. Go on a walk, which I did do today. Build an inukshuk, which is what this structure is. Leave it there as a sign for whoever follows the same path. So I walked around my neighborhood with Naomi and our dogs, and so I really couldn't do that today. But tomorrow, when I go walk in the woods, I'm going to try to find some stones and build a little, inukshuk. And interestingly, my heritage, this is speaking about ancestors, my ancestry is Scottish, and they build those stone structures in Scotland to mark the way forward. So this actually is part of my heritage in a different form, but kind of the same concept. So connect to the teachings of Mother Earth as well. The best way for me to be a good mother is to be a way shower, be my authentic self, tell stories of our ancestors. So the question I asked was, how can I be a good mother to my daughter? So May 11th, I'm all caught up with my videos. And so May 11th, May 10th, May 9th, May 8th. Wishing you all peace and love.